Hey guys, today I'm going to be explaining to you guys how to edit my intro template. So first what you want to do is go over to blender.org. So most people get this part wrong. They download the newest version of Blender, which I think right now it's 2.78c, but what you want to do is download an older version of Blender, which is 2.77. That's the one I used to make this intro, so you're going to have to use it if you want to render it. So you click previous versions and go to download.blender.org/release. And you want to scroll all the way down to Blender version 2.77. It should be down here. So once you click on it, don't translate. Okay. So you want to find your operating system. I'm running a Windows 64, and you want to go to 2.77a, and you want to find the MSI, which is the installer, and click it, and it should download. Install it, and then you should have Blender good to go. Okay, so once you've installed Blender version 2.77, you can open up the intro template. Once you've opened it up, it shouldn't look exactly like this. It should look messed up. So all the characters will be really big. So what you have to do is go up right about here, and there will be an option called Reload Trusted, and you have to click it and click Revert. Then you'll get all the characters, but then none of them will be bending. All the bones will be straight, the arms will be straight, and the legs will be straight. So then you have to go here and click Run Script. Once you've done that, it should look exactly like it looks on my screen. It might not reload right away, so what you have to do is click somewhere else on the timeline and then go back to the ending. And then it should look like this. So now you have to change your skin. To do that, you have to click this little folder here and click the second one, Write File to Current Directory, Overwrite Existing File. So once you've done that, you have to go to Image, Replace Image, and navigate to your skin. Once you've navigated to your skin, this skin should be replaced with your skin, and we're good to go. Now the next step is to change the text. To do this, you have to click right here on text 002, click it, go over here, tab, backspace, and type in your name. I'm going to be tree, and then click tab again. Now go to text.001, click it, go over here, tab, backspace, and type in your name. So once you've done that, you have your text changed and your skin changed. So now you need to output it. So for the output, when I created this Blender intro template, I thought people would just render it continuously. But I realized that not everyone can render it for like 10 hours. So what you have to do is go over here where it says H.264 and change it to PNG right there. So now what this will do is it'll create a folder in your C drive called Bidoof Hot, and inside that it'll keep all the different frames. So it'll keep frame number 0 once it renders, and then it'll keep frame number 1, frame number 2, frame number 3, frame number 4, all the way. So once you've rendered the whole thing, you'll get a folder that looks like this with all the different frames from the whole entire intro. So now that you have all those different frames, what you have to do is go over here and change it to video editor, video sequence editor right here, and then you do add image, go to that folder where all the images are stored, click A to select all the images, and then it will import into Blender. So once all the images have loaded into Blender, you just head on over here, change it from PNG to H.264, and then you can just click animation, and in the folder called Bidoof Hot in your C drive, instead of a PNG, there will be one video file, and that's your intro. So on a side note, if you guys want to edit the other skins in the intro, I recommend you to actually learn Blender so you can do it yourself. I will not be doing a tutorial on that. If you would like to check the render time for the intro, what you can do is go to render up here, render image, and wait for it to render. Okay, so now Blender has officially rendered the first frame. Actually, it's a 0 frame. So as you can see, the frame has rendered. It took 2 minutes and 36 seconds. So now what you can do is pull out the calculator. You can just plug in the value. So the render time was 2 minutes and 36 seconds. That's 156 seconds. So now you do 156 times the number of frames. There's 796 frames. Oh shoot. Times 796. And that equals 124,176. So now what you do with this number is divide by 60 and divide by another 60, and this is how many hours it's going to take for your intro to render. So for me, it's going to take 34.5 hours, so 34 hours and 30 minutes. So this is why you have to change your output file to PNG so you can render it over several nights. So on night 1 you might render frame 0 to 300. On day 2 you can render the rest, so you can do frame 300 from where you left off, and you can do till 796, and then maybe day 2 you only finish like till 500. So the next day you can do 500 to 796, and once you finish the whole thing, like I said before, you can change this over the video editor, video sequence editor, and add in the PNGs and make it into a video file. So one last thing before I wrap up this video is this animation is a very complex one. It has a lot of different particle systems. So if your Blender stops responding for any reason, don't click. Wait till it starts responding again. So just be patient with the program and enjoy your intro. If you guys have any questions, comment below and I'll try to get back to as many of you guys as possible. But please read the replies to other people's questions in case that might answer yours, because it's really a pain sometimes to answer the same question like 50 times. Anyway, that's it. Hope you guys enjoy the intro.